Iowa is one of the leaders in wind energy, and it provides huge economic, environmental, and health benefits to our state. But how did Iowa become one of the nation's top producers, and why is this industry important? The EHSRC examined these questions in part 1 of our wind energy series.
How we have seen the growth of wind energy to make electricity in Iowa began back in the 1980s when Governor Branstad signed a renewable portfolio standard, an RPS. We were the first state in the union to have an RPS, and that was the investor-owned utilities were mandated to buy up to 105 megawatts of wind. In 1992, President Bush signed the first production tax credit. So that was the policy that drove the industry. We're up to now 34% of the total generation in Iowa is wind.
Why is Iowa so good for wind energy? Because Iowa has wind. If you look at the wind maps for the U.S., the central U.S. from Texas all the way up to Nebraska and Iowa is where most of the wind is. So we have really gone in a big way on wind energy, and it's been great for jobs in the state, and it's been great at reducing the carbon dioxide, which is a greenhouse gas that we're releasing from our energy generating sector.
Not only are we generating megawatts of wind, but we have seen the proliferation of the supply chain. And that's what's been really important for Iowa. A wind turbine has so many moving parts in it. So there are up to about 70 to 80 companies in Iowa that are a part of this supply chain.
Clean energy like solar and wind, renewable energy, is good for human health and for the environment. We can farm underneath wind turbines. They take about an acre of land out of cultivation. You can continue to farm all around them. In addition to that, the energy you produce from wind and solar is energy that we're not making from coal, especially coal. And coal is dangerous to human health and causes greenhouse gas emissions, which of course is the grand challenge for the 21st century. So both in terms of environmental health and human health, we're much better off with these renewable energy sources.
Check out our website or YouTube channel to watch the other videos. In video 2, we discuss the recent rise in opposition to this clean energy and review research on the health impacts. And in video 3, we look at best practices for siting wind turbines.